What's going on, everybody? My name is Mr. BN King, and welcome to this video. Today, I want to show you guys this awesome virtual pinball machine I actually bought from online from an Alibaba website here about 5 months ago, in January of 2020. Now, this is a very unique virtual pinball machine. Of course, I don't think I've never seen one before, and not to mention, this is a very odd one, considering that this one actually has joysticks, like literally two-player arcade sticks. Now, I'll tell you more about this and more into that, but of course, I want to show you guys about this very awesome piece here. So, here is the whole set here, but I think about at least 3 foot, at least 4 foot of the width here. And of course, the screen, this is a monitor screen here, and LCD right here. Think about at least 34-inch of screen here. The monitor here is as almost as about, but of course, I think it's about less than that, half of it. I can't really say, but really, it's a monitor here is an LCD here that of course displays the scoring. Of course, you got the two speakers here. They all work and everything. Of course, down here you see there the flippers, two button flippers on each side. Of course, you got the plunger. This is the button here, which is a start. These three notches, which of course these are going to be pretty much your tilts. This is an operated coin drop mid deposit, which actually works when you deposit coins and all that. It's pretty neat and all that. So let me show you guys in the back here. Nothing really much I want to say about the details here. Now, when I said I bought this off of Alibaba, then I mean, of course, I asked the seller, of course, to do the customization of this kind, since you know you can pretty much choose whatever you choose. But of course, I just chose this, and they pretty much made that. And everything you see here is pretty much built brand new and built from ground up. So it's pretty nice. So let me check in the back here. So here's the back. I have to make sure I have enough space so I can get through here. So you got the monitor screen up here, and here's the bottom here, which I will show you. It's a little bit dark here, but of course, let me bring a flashlight here just to give you guys a good oversee where it is. All right, so I'm gonna make sure to open this and show you the inside here. All right, so here you see the two fans that's blowing out, that will blow out here when I turn it on, so let out the hot air. Oh boy, I dropped the key here. This thing is the one that opens it. Of course, you got the power down here. All right, so let me just open this up and bring in the flashlight, because in here it's really dark to see what's in here. All right, so in here we got a little desktop right here that's actually is powered by. So yeah, everything here is all connected. All the wires here it's pretty well done, I could say. All the wires, there's the VGA, the power source, and of course you got another power supply here. Now I don't know what processor is running or anything. I can say if I can see, because I never really got dug into this, to say the least. And of course everything's all tricked in wires. Like, man, it's a madhouse in here. And that's actually pretty clean. So that's the inside of that. So what's the above screen look like? Let me see if I can get this open. Okay, so here's the back monitor. I mean, you pretty much everything on here. Let me just set this good. Okay, there we go. All right, so bottom, you should be able to see the speakers. I mean, these, see that? That's pretty wired for screen, the monitor, and of course and there is the LCD that's sort of scoring. Let's put that back in. All right, so yeah, that's basically what you would be see. So of course, if you're wondering if I can modify this or do any changes, no, unfortunately you can't, because this is pretty much all locked down to the brim that of course you can't access again to do any more modifying or insert anything. But I'll show you why here. But let me close this so I can turn this on so you guys can see the whole game monitor. So Close that. Let's power this baby in. It will take a while to boot. I think it takes about at least 30 seconds to boot. Now I had to boot it up twice to make sure everything's working. I've tested so many times, and if every time I boot up that everything is functioning, everything works. So of course right now the screen is booting. It says the pinball box. And that is the program it's using. And yeah. And everything worked. Now there is an LED light that's on the bottom here. Let me show you. Now it just came included. Never said anything about anything, but hey, at least it's in it. So yeah, everything is lighting up. All the LED lights. Well, except for the sides. And here is the coin. I can show you the inside here. So everything here, this is the coin deposit box. Let me also bring in the light. Show you inside here. Right there, you see there, that is the volume course that connects the sound amplifiers. And of course, there is a little coin box here. You can actually deposit or use it. I use it mostly just for my little coin bank, right? And of course, everything functions like you would at a pinball arcade, or better yet, just one of those pinballs. So yeah, the volume works. I mean, however you adjust, but I like to adjust it just a little left, so I don't want to listen to it. So how does it work? So let me tell you about how many games in here. So the number of games here, I think I have here. They actually will tell you about it in this list to tell you. So it's about 2,200 games as it lists. Also it tells you here in the monitor screen about how many games. Like there it is, 205. So that's how many games in for the pinball. And if I can scroll a little bit down here, and yes, they do ship this with the whole listing games if you want looking through them, of course. They have FX2, which is the very nifty one from the FX series, like the Zen Studios. Yeah, 52 of them, and then of course you also have about 1,600 of arcade games. So yeah, there's arcade mixed with some pinballs in here, so it makes a very interesting gameplay, at least. But of course it only specifies for whichever game. So let me get through some gameplay here so I can show you guys. So now how to really do this is, for me, I have to use either left or on the right side to choose what I want to. So if I want to make a skip ahead, it goes A to Z alphabetically, or A backwards, however you like it. So you got T, W, X, Y, and Z. You get the point. Of course, here's the A section. Now, if you want to choose it, then of course I'll just go choose whatever I want from top. So let's choose let me choose a pinball. Oh, by choosing. So let's try a pinball game. Now, I've tested some of these games. They work just as fine. I had no issues of any crashes. Only a few slight, but that's pretty much very, very rare. There's some aliens. Ultra Beast. I mean, it's American Dad. Let me try something. So we're not in the B section. I think I passed it. No, it's not. Sometimes it fools you on the lettering. Sometimes, like, wait a minute. No, I wasn't right. There it is. Attack and Revenge on Mars, classic game. But I prefer the original. So I'm just gonna boot this up. It's gonna tell you about how you ever play the game instructions, information, And if you want to know about that, like the instructions, it tells you sometimes on the screen that how to play and all that. You can't see it. In fact, I need to turn off. Ooh, my apology, guys, for the interruption. But technical difficulties. What's going on? All right, guys, sorry about that. So let's get back to what I said here. If I skipped, anyway, so for instructions here for the gameplay, it tells you on the screen here. So let's try information. Now, if I want to get back, I think I have to press start, and then I should press start again. Go back to information. Now, information tells pretty much of the game, like your high scores, whoever is, and all the details. Last play, it tells you when the last time you played, how many minutes I played, most played. Of course, are you seeing the screen here? So that's all the information here. What else I should say? Flyer, yeah, nothing else. I think flyer is basically just what they really advertise. Okay, so now there is a menu screen here. I think I forgot to tell you here about the menus. So down here, there's like a little two buttons here. One on the top is the coin button, and the one on the bottom is the server button, which is the operation service, which goes to the menu. So I click on that one. It should bring me to the menu here. So let me just, okay. So the only one options here: return, system shutdown, or setup. So if I want to put any setups here, here's just pretty much all the setup here. Just there's an IO test with just see, make sure that everything's functioning. If you see anything light up, it means everything's working unless any of the buttons is working. So you can just do any system setups here. Coin, flippers, engine, basically everything. And of course, the exit, you have to use those two. Now, hold on a sec. I'm going to have to set this for a bit to get this thing to properly system set up. So start. There we go. So I'm going to have to do that. All right. So game table edit. Basically, you can edit out, like you can do, because if you don't want to have any arcades or pinball or any of that, you can just cross them out. If you don't like them, you can see that. If you don't want any of them, when it boots up, you're only going to see those specifically. So, however you like to choose, but I of course just leave them all just as it is. Let me just get back out. All right, so system setup. I don't think there's nothing else I can say. I know there is factory set, which I don't really bother, or the other one selling system, but it doesn't really do nothing, so I really don't bother with it. System update doesn't even work. Exit Windows, don't do that because then it's just going to crash. And return to pinball is the only thing you just go back, so it just goes back to the menu. There's nothing much to say in the information there, so let me just. All right, guys. Let's do some gameplay. So I'm gonna boot up the game here. I'm also gonna set this up here. All right. So you can see everything's all booted. Now, of course, there is no free play on this. So instead, I have to use the coin operating and just use the bottom here to enter the coin, or like I said, there's a button here that I can just switch to press that, and it just have that. And yeah, it goes with all games. I don't know why it never, and there's no option for me to put free play or anything, so I'll just leave it as is. So I'm going to show you guys some gameplay of this, show you how accurate the game well, actually not the game, but mostly how the system works. Am I putting this right? I think I'm. Oh boy, did I put this upside? Oh no, I did not. There it goes. Alright, let me just set this up here very quick. There we go, I got my tripod. Just give you guys a first view. Let me just. Oh, no, I was right. Well, I did not see that. Oh, that's actually if I want to stand still. No, it's 6 seconds. That's right. I got it right. Sorry about that. When you do a live stream, sometimes anything can go wrong. There we go. Now I can forcefully just twist this around. Oops. Well, a little bit of a mishap, but let's just turn this around. Boo-ba-doo. Okay, that's something I've never seen before. Alright, I'm gonna have to twist this instead. There we go, it's going in. Okay, sorry about that. A little technical difficulties. Okay. Alright, there it goes. Alright. So let's play some Attack on Mars, or Attack from Mars. Let's press the start button here. I'll give you guys a little bit of point on different advantage points to show you guys. So once I could just drop. Yeah. So the flipper delay is to me isn't that really delayed. The physics on the ball and everything else, it really is just. It plays just fine. It really plays fine. I just never seen any lag. I don't see like any like frame drops or anything like that. I play like I would at a pinball arcade. As you can see, everything's all hitting well. It's all good. All right, so let me show you a different vantage viewpoint. Show you guys a little bit closer here. I just show it a little bit low. There he goes. I already activated that. Not bad. So here, I'm just gonna float it up that so you can see the ball, just physics. Now, let me volume up here, show you guys how loud it could be, so you can hear that. The audio is fine. I don't hear any distortion or any fuzziness. So let's see if we can. Pretty nice sound. Like I said, I don't hear any distortion, any fizzles. Get the troops ready. Nice, nice. So I'm just gonna pretty much just there it goes. I don't go that far, so plays normal, goes out, it's done, match point. It's good. And of course, it has the attract video mode and sounds, so that's what you expect. So that's good. So that's the pinball arcade. So if I want to return back, I'll just press this button here. There we go. Goes back. Alright, so let's try an arcade game here. So to show you guys. Now the arcade games, I wish there's a list that tells you about which I could, but of course I can say go to the menu, block them out. I would not want that. So let's try. Let's see. We had aliens here. Oh, it is of course there's Art of Fighting. So there's a mixture of some various arcades. Of course, main. They're all main. All right. Oh yeah, Alpha. We try. Let's see. Here's aliens. So let's try. There's difference. I don't know why they had to do that. So let's try Alien versus Parrot Predator. Show you guys. Of course, you thought that it may be showing above screen, but no, it just shows right below. Every game I boot up is always on the below screen, which is kind of odd. So right there is the game. So it's gonna boot. There we go. I can show you guys in front view. So you can show that. Now, unfortunately, some of these arcades don't have a track sounds, and I can't even change and turn them on. So let me just put some coins here. Oh, where are you? All right, there's that. Put some sound into this too. Of course, all the arcades you see are emulated. There we go. Got some sound rolling. Everything's functioning. Let's try. Movements up, down, left, right. Special punch. Yeah, everything. Every button's functioning. Yes. Standard. Choo. Oh, you get the picture and get the point here. So yeah, everything is working. So down, left, right. Things is good. Now, what about the two-player? Does it work too? I'm gonna make sure to put some coins for two-player. Show you. So there's two-player. Up, down, left, right. Same thing as controller before. Yeah, everything's just working fine. So you got the point here. So let's get back to the menu screen here. Show you guys that. Okay, so you got beat 'em ups working. What about fighting games? Fighting games such as, I think we actually have Art of Fighting. Let's play some Art of Fighting too. Now, once again, all arcade games are pretty much always displayed on the bottom. For me, of course, but of course, this machine just has it. There's no way for me to boot up, so. Ultra Beast? Yo! Yes, it is. This has Ultra Beast. So let's got some good old, my boy Robert. All right, movements: jump, up, down, punch, kick. Nothing for the 6 buttons. This is for fun. Of course, I'm not terribly good at fighting games, but to say, so yeah, everything's all functioning fine. I don't see any lag, but only for this game, of course. Sounds good. Never, don't hear any distortion. I got my ass bit. All right, let's try another game here. There it is, Ultra Beast. Boots up fast like an emulator does. All right, let's put on some coins here. 1 coin to start.
Rise from your grave.
It's better if I put it on this view here so you can see the actual game. Runs fine. Punch, punch, hit, hit.
Power up.
Ha, kick, kick, kick. Jump, of course. It's only 3 button layouts. Everything's running. I don't hear any sound distortion. Man, I'm suck at this. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Man, Ultra Beast is such a hard game. Just keep hitting, kicks works. Yeah, it looks like everything's just running. No, I don't see any. Now, I don't see like any tears. If we're thinking about, well, what about tears? You see any tears? I don't see any tears. I literally don't see anything else other than, the screen to be fit kind of so weirdly and odd. I don't mind looking down always, so that's a good thing for me. All right, let's get back to this more. So, what else I can think of? Oh, yes. I should tell you about the the FX Pinball ones, because I showed you the arcade means, so I guess I can show you a few more. Let's see. There are a whole bunch of Star Wars. I know that for sure you really want to see Star Wars ones. So I'm gonna go in the S section here. RS. That's T on the left side. There's they have Street Fighter in this too, believe it or not. But then again, this machine is for that. There's some rare games too in here, so there's some games here. So let me go. Let's see first. See, it has here Street Fighters. I have a lot of Street Fighters, all pre-built. Starship, Stargate. Alright, so here's some of the Zen games I can show you guys about the Star Wars. There's some. So let's try Starfighter. Bring it up here. The way it boots up, it's really just if you ever play Pinball FX, it always boots up when you really open a program like this. Like I said, the gameplay works fine, sound works fine. Kind of awesome of an intro. Here's the pinball. Of course, that's just press the plunger to start. Yeah.
alliance.
All right. The FX, between the FX and the original arcade, the FX pretty much has they add like a little more details to it and some animation. Like I said, everything's on functioning. Bumpers, flippers, no delay on the flippers. Not bad. So you get the idea of that. So there's one FX. So yes, none of that. I can scroll all day and just pick whatever I want. So let's try the 92 version of Star Wars. The classic Data East. So insert coins. Of course, I press Parrot. Yeah, I love that every time. Whenever you try to like press start, but nah, you always hear that very funny lines, even though you have nothing inserted. So let's press some.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Now sometimes you have to. It's kind of hard to figure out if it's physics. You gotta like have to have a feel for it.
Death Star approaching.
Of course, many games there, shoot when it shows up on the screen. Gotta time that.
Death Star approaching.
Shoot the Death Star for Triball. And I gotta shoot there in the middle. Skills not made. I still love the animation of that every time they display.
May the force be with you.
Alright. I only got that point. Alright, so what else should I say more about this? I'm not really too sure of what else I could tell you more other than um, fighting games, shooting games. What about shooting games? Shooting games. Only ones I can think of are the side ones. And I said every game I tried here, they work fine. I mean, there are some that has some like linear stuff. You'll see some games that probably has some tears here and there, but it doesn't bother me or such. But if you're that kind of person, then yeah, I don't think it'd be good unless you can maybe work around it and get this mod. So let me see if I can think of what good game I can think of this side. Yeah, I already fucking think it. It's a classic. Alright, let's put some coins. Oh, it's already in canes. Start? Nope. Oh, that's why it's not. Good. Functions, right? Mow mow. Now, you think that would be better if the whole screen stretched it. Now, that is the good case. Some games will have the stretch version. Like this one doesn't have, it's a stretch version for whatever reason. It doesn't. So you can see everything's all functioning. Hit detections. Buttons responsive. Sticks responsive for either way I go to. Yeah, I get the point. So, yeah, everything's all. So, let me show you another game. I think it's the original Area Fighters that is the long screen that has the full screen. Yeah, this is the one that has the full screen. Keaton. Now here, if you, I don't think it notices on the screen here, but I can see some tears, like linear tears. But only like for, not really as much pops up, it's just for a little brief. See, I can see that too, it's kind of like have a little wave there. Boom. I'm dead. I know that would happen. Alright, so yes. We'll have that. Slow share. Now, I gotta say something about these pinballs. Now, they have their own, let's see, like Stern. I know Stern, Midway, Bally. No, it's Bally, William, Stern. Keep forgetting all the other ones, but I'm not very much a big pinball. Let's say here. So let me show you about this right here that has a little bit of a flaw here. So some of these Stern games that has music like the band like AC/DC, I believe Def Leppard's in here. I know for sure they got the Guns N' Roses here. But so here's something that I kind of never get. So it's already created. So if I'm going to press, usually when you start the game, music would play these. If any of these licensed like band pinball machines, musician arcades, whatever, just press start. You see that it was supposed to play the AC/DC's track of Guns for Hire, but you don't hear any sound coming. Like you don't hear the music. You're just gonna hear just the pinball. Just for me, just hit. You see, I'm just gonna see, and then of course if it go down, you can kind of hear the boom, 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 but you hear it very closely. So I'm not gonna be able to see. There's sound. Oh, I don't have any points to show you guys that. Okay, let me just grab some points to show you guys. So you can see that there's no music, no nothing. I think it's just for on this. There's a little flaw on this one. I think that's enough pinball. Another. I think that's enough points. Just to show you guys one song. Yeah. And like I said, no music. Only for various license pinball. Now, if I say another one that actually works, let me see if we can do it. Black Sabbath. Black Sabbath pinball actually has the music. So let me go to Black Sabbath. I'm not gonna go play it fully because of the I don't want Black Sabbath, just to show you guys. Let's see this black hole. Here it is. So let's try both of your strings. So forward. Now here's another licensed pinball here, Black Sabbath. Now, remember I told you about the AC/DC one? Well, for this one, it has music. So I'm gonna start playing this. You hear some music. See what I say about it? Has this one? This has now. I'm not sure what other licensed pinball actually has licensed music other than this. But yeah, this one has. So there you go. All right, so I think that's all I have to really as much show for here, unless I miss anything else. Well, the price point, yes, the price point. So the price point, I bought this. It's overall, I bought this from an Alibaba website. Here, a couple, like I said, 5 months ago. It costed me about, I put down like at least $2,200. The whole together. Now, $1,400 is the price point for this entire arcade machine. Yeah, this entire pinball machine you see cost about $1,400 plus the $800 for shipping, because of course, you know, you're shipping overseas and it's being shipped from cargo. Now, unfortunately, I took that route. There's also another route you can do it for air, but it's going to cost you an extra. I think if you want to put in more, like $1,000 over that, if you want to. That's your second option. But I like to put the option shipping overseas. It took much longer it is. Plus, you know what's going on in today's year, it's just hasn't been too good and too kind, let's just say. But yeah, when it came, everything went fine. It came packaged well with a box. Very, very heavy to load. I mean, pretty much I had help to get this big boy inside the house. So I'm very happy with it. Like I say, I'm not really as much have anything negative about it. Other than, you know, there's a few games. Actually, no. You know what? Other than just pretty much, if I want to put in some ROMs and all this, I'm pretty much, like I say, that this thing is locked. It won't, like, you won't be able to access unless you're like maybe that's someone who can really go, gets into the program and try to actually, rewire everything, or you can also modify the whole thing if you want to. You do whatever you want once you got this. So I'm very satisfied with the purchase, and I'm not really as much saying anything bad about it. And like overall, it's just it's mostly used for like somebody in, it's mostly for this. I think it's was supposed to be is like you can if you have like have a business, you can have this right there. And like I said, there's a coin deposit that you can make money for it. But for me, I think for this side is just used for you can use this for your home personal use at a game room. You can just put it there and have this bin rather than having an actual pinball. No maintenance, like you have to do any wire, like any replacement of that. The only replacement I think you can see is just anything that needs to be replaced. Like if you need another joysticks, you can replace, or anything you see, or screens like has that bug. I think you can take this. Yeah, you can, because there is two bolts here. So you want to take the screen, replace it for a different one, you can, or any of that. I mean, very, very easy, very minor changes, but yeah, this is just for home personal use for me, in my opinion. That's what I have to say. So I think that's all I can cover here. I think I have not said anything as much other than what this all-in-one is used for, pinball and just arcade in general. So very nice to own, to have. If you guys really want to look this up, like I say, you just look up Alibaba virtual pinball machine. It may be listed there, it may not be. Sometimes if you're lucky to find one. Now, if you want to know what the exact seller I bought this from, I'll leave it in the link below in the descriptions. If it's still there, of course. Sometimes last time I did some reviews on some link stuff like I did for the little bar top arcade. That listing was no longer there, or pretty much they're no longer selling any of those, which was a Raspberry Pi bar top. So this one, oh yeah, this one is not. You think this is a Raspberry Pi, but it's not a Raspberry Pi. Everything's just pretty much done by a computer. So it's kind of weird to have it run like that, but it works. It runs fast. I don't know what kind of processor it has. Like I say, not much into those. So yeah, hopefully you really enjoyed this. Somewhat an overview. If I miss anything, just leave anything in the descriptions or comments, whatever. If you guys really have anything else to say, I'm trying to think if I missed anything other than that. All I know is this: every time when it came in a box, it came with instructions, booklets. Actually, the only instructions it brought me are these two here: the game list and the user manual. Now the user manual is somewhat well, you can read the username manual. It just tell you very important stuff, and I suggest reading them, especially the common false one, as they say, which is pretty much troubleshooting. So another thing, if you're gonna get one of these, is that sometimes you gotta read them. For me, this one, if you shut it for about 30 seconds, we shut it off, wait 30 seconds until everything can get rebooted. If we should just shut it off and turn it back on like 5 to 10 seconds later, you'll see like a blank screen, not blank screen, but you pretty much will see like some, the whole game, the whole system is not booting properly. You have to leave it 30 seconds off, like 30 seconds, a full 30 seconds or more, and everything else everything should work, and you have no issues. Now, like I said, I had no issues. I just always read the user manual to make sure. It just tells you some simple stuff, nothing else. So it just comes with these two. Of course, I show you that it also comes with the little key here. The key that goes through the coin deposit and everything in the back if you had to do any maintenance. So that's also those are included. And if you have any questions, I just contact my seller and just tell them that, like, hey, I'm missing something, and that if everything's like something's up, you could tell them just anything in general. So yeah. All right, guys. Well, I think that's all I have to say. Let me just leave you guys. Have one more gameplay here. Let me just show you guys one of my all-time favorite pinball machines here, so you can find it in the. Here it is. That was on the thumbnail. So of course I'm going to show you guys this last game, and I'll just end the stream there. That's not the little dinosaur head right there moves so awkwardly. Now I have a different version of this that actually has a very much more realistic T-Rex head. This one is pretty much the download rendered one. So I'm gonna put this in front view so you guys can get a very nice overhead. There we go. Actually, yeah, that's better. All right, let's do this. Let's put some coins here. I think it's already has some. No.
Hurry, restart the system! Hurry, restart the system! Hurry, restart the system! All security systems are shutting down.
I love that. Okay, let's put some coins. All right. Let's do this.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Like I said, sometimes the physics of this, gonna make sure you kind of like have a feel for it.
Electric Pinball. Extra ball and flip.
Extra ball. Ooh, good choices. Raptors.
You didn't play the magic word. Those Raptors.
Nom nom nom. Okay.
Do it again. They could all be destroyed. Operate.
It's always bringing me anxiety every time when you not know where the pinball will land. You gotta have to feel for it, and sometimes it's like, like that. I gotta make a comeback. There it is. Oh, come on. I almost had it. Doop, boop, boop, boop. Ah, boy. Good game. Okay, it wasn't over. I don't know what it is. Alright. There's the skip shot. Smart system.
Final flip. System boot. The T-Rex is loose!
So there you have it, Jurassic Park. My all-time favorite pinball arcade. Yeah, that's my high score. Kinda wish I had it streamed. Show you guys that how I got that 500k score. That's a grand champ. Not really as much. Somebody out there is much better than me. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you about the tilts. Right. Before I go, let me show you about the tilts. Just to show you guys a demonstration about how tilt works. So, how the tilt works, there's like these two button switches right here. There's like a, well, let me show you. On the screen, right there, there's a second white button here. This is a tilt. This is I use for flippers. Now, if I'm gonna press this tilt, I'm gonna just show you guys. Now, tilt works. I'm in this thin game. I would show you guys. Another tilt is these three buttons you see here. Well, actually, these two here. This one will get you an automatic. The red one, which is the very bottom, is the automatic tilt. So it doesn't matter. You just press that once, and it's pretty much automatic tilt. So I'll show you guys that. See, let me show you the demonstration. So you see that ball that got stuck here? If I press that white, or I press the red one here, I press white once, moves. Now I press the yellow red one, automatically tilts. No matter what. And to show you one more time, red one without me pressing that. Red and yellow. So yeah, there we go. Though that's the thing. That's the last thing I need to tell you about the tilt before somebody asks me. Well, what about tilting? Yeah, buttons will do that. It's not like a machine that would actually just does that. Yeah, you try to move like got it. No, you really have to use the buttons, which are pretty much are close. So I know like, well, you need to use a proper tilting, but don't use it too much. Then you're pretty much screwed yourself of an automatic game loss. All right, so there you have it, folks. Hope everybody enjoyed that. I think I'll call it here. So if I miss anything, like I said, just write something in the comments. I'll make sure I'll list the site where I bought this. If you're interested, of course, I'm not really too sure. All I have to say, if you're gonna go to that website, like I say, you gotta contact that seller and tell them you want a pinball machine like this. And of course, they'll tell you about the decals, everything, anything that they'll pretty much they'll say. Payment, of course, yeah, the payment is somewhat different. So I'm not too sure what they accept. You have to use something. So yeah, payment, all that. So hopefully anybody out there is interested. So I'll just list that in the description below. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning. Sorry for the technical difficulties. That's like in the mid part of the stream and all that. When you do live stream or reviews, all that, sometimes anything can go technical difficulties. Would say if I would have preferred to go the route saying, let's say, just do it video editing, then of course, it's not going to show me the whole full thing and show you guys everything live and say, well, I cut this out or cut that out. That wasn't perfect, all that. So hopefully it's one take or 1.5 since I already have this. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you guys once again have any comments or anything else, just leave a comment. And like I say, I will leave everything in the description if you guys really aren't just buying. So I'll make sure to leave that as well. And for anything else I missed, just tell me what I need or tell me it. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one if I can. So I'll definitely will do streams of these in the future. So bye guys.